Cool Kid. How we doing, Cool Kid? We got some bones to pick. If you know what I mean. Yeah, and I don't mean Saturday night with Gertrude. No. Although it is Saturday night. No. Green Griffin. Shadows of Sullenhall. Lost Tombs of Hakir, Tupac. I don't know. Look, we're going to go with it. I like it. So I'm going to pick randomly. We're going to rando it. And we're going to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch a crackhead by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny. Shadows of Sullenhall it is. There it is. All right. Oh boy. Now, that is not a good sign. Okay, we got to figure out what mini that was. I already know what mini that was. That's that wasp. Hold on. It was, in fact, the Wasp. Oh, yeah. Good rock band, that Wasp. You guys remember that? Man, yeah. Showing my age a little bit, I think. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. They were kind of a one-hit wonder. But they still got out and toured in the early 2000s. I don't know what they're doing now. But I know my cousin went to see them. And they had a big, I don't know if you guys know this, but metal kind of came back in a big way. And then kind of died again, I think. So let's read up on this box. Some people say it'll never die, but, how many people are listening to Lawrence Welk right now? Just saying. Yeah. I don't know if you guys have been listening to the latest trendy music lately, but it is not anything like music used to be. Some would argue it's not music at all, but that's the way of art. All right, look at that. There's a little raven with a bone. Oh boy. So it's like, it's a whole faction thing, right? Like Slytherin and Harry Potter, maybe. Maybe that's what we're going for here. All right, here we go. Enter the forsaken realm of Sullenhall. Amidst the desolation of crumbling battlements, malevolent vampires reign supreme, and skeleton sentinels guard their grim fortress. In this bleak domain, darkness prevails, and only the boldest dare to confront the terrors lurking within its cursed walls. Will your heroes be able to vanquish the shadows of Sullenhall? This Shadows of Sullenhall expansion contains over 30 highly detailed plastic bones black miniatures ready to paint or play with right out of the box. Guys, it is specifically engineered for Master Series paints. Perfect for role-playing, gaming, painting, and collecting. What are you doing? Go get one today. Oh, wait, they're not available probably in retail yet. A lot of these box sets here, they don't ever go retail, really. What happens is all the individual miniatures get made, and you buy them individually from the Reaper website, which, I bought a lot of stuff from Reaper's website, or used to, but then my basement filled with miniatures. Yeah, a lot of them are Reaper. I'd say between WizKids and Reaper and Coolmon, yeah, that'll fill a room with miniatures. How about you guys? Are you guys experiencing this? All right, here we go. We're going to open her up. We're going to check it out. I'm sure they're really good. This costs $50, which is, markup compared to other Bones offerings. Now, there's pros and cons to buying these box sets. Obviously, you get a lot of minis for your money, way more than you would retail, but you get all the minis. So, you know, if you're not using that mini, it's not doing anything for you. All right off the bat, we start with the big mini first. It's a tomb. So there you go. It's a little tomb with a little gargoyle. There we go. And you know, a lovely little accoutrement for your graveyard, a centerpiece. Very cool, very useful. Actually, more useful than you probably imagined. I also got that cathedral. I think it was from Bones 3. So they go hand in hand. All right, moving right along. Let's do this. Ooh, I know what this is. This is, you know, I had hoped that this would be like in the core set, because the core set this year, or this Kickstarter, not this year, because it came out years ago. It seems like it took them 2 years to get it out. Seemed like it took a little longer, but they had some problems at the company. Yeah, it was bad, so I don't really begrudge them that. There was some stuff going on, but they got it out. They are reliable. They get their stuff out. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of put this together real quick. I don't have any sticky tack handy, but I can go get some if need be. But hopefully we won't need to do all that. Okay. Ooh. This is the giant skeleton. Well, that's not looking promising. There we go. I just figured that wouldn't hold in place being so heavy. I was not wrong. Alright. This will go this way. I see. Right like this. Okay, the peg's too long and needs shaved down, so that's going to give us problems. So odds are, guys, I'm probably not going to be able to put this together. Yeah, it's not going to work. Going to take a little assembly required, but here, I'm going to slide it back best I can. Yeah, this just needs shaved off a little. It's a little off kilter. But it will work once you shave that. Just fine. It'll be just fine. But that's your model, give or take. Okay. Pretty cool. Gonna fall apart now. Okay. Guys, that's neat. Let's move on to the next delicious item. I'm going to pause it in between delicious items, okay? Kind of worked for the last video I did. Otherwise, it's going to be a 30-minute freaking video. And ain't nobody got time for that. I know you guys don't want to sit there and listen to me give my little musings and opinions for half an hour listening to my horrible, horrible voice. I get it. So here we go. Pause. Well, I'll give them credit for one thing. They're giving us a lot of little decorations, little dungeon dressings. So that's pretty neat. All right. What do you think of this? Ooh, you know, this reminds me of actually Castlevania quite a bit. Like a Scyphia statue. Yeah, really neat. All right. All right, it seems we have a whole bag of non-corporal undead. So specters, wraiths, honestly, the miniatures can be interchangeable on that. Let me put this together. This is an interesting little, yeah, I'll be right back. All right, so this one's a little atypical on the assembly, but not too bad. You have to get it at just the right angle, but it slides right in. So there you go. Translucent. Non-corporal undead. Non-corporeal no longer. We now have the bones. The bones are nice. Very bony. So, you know, these could be ghosts. They could be banshees. They can be specters. They can be poltergeists. There's a whole slew. Apparitions, that's it. Yeah, there's just a whole bunch of things that this can be used for. I would argue the whole thing's really just a template, different templates. So, you know, you could have put all these things in the player's handbook as template, non-corporeal, and then you'd have various hit dice, and that hit die would determine their abilities. And yeah, so depending on the power level, it does this, or this. So you could have had all those undead in one listing if you really thought of it that way. All right, this one has a little fanny pack. Fanny. This one's going to have to be glued in. It's not going to stay in place. But yeah, that's a neat effect, I think. Yeah. You know, it gives a dynamic pose. We like dynamic poses. So, yeah, so far so good. This so far for me, as far as I'm concerned, has been the best of the $50 boxes I've gotten into so far. But time will tell. We're not done yet. But yeah, definitely like what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we got a little non-corporeal archer. Now that's a lot more dangerous than you might think, depending on what the attacks are. So imagine your every arrow that hits you is causing a savings throw, right? So it's giving them a range attack for their power drain. So that could be very nasty. All right, no real assembly on that guy. Ooh, they had to make this a 2-piece. I bet it looks like this guy. Looks like it's probably that guy, but he's a 2-piece. So, you know, why not? Same thing here. Why not make it a 2-piece? What are you? Okay, let's slap you in and see. Oh. Let's slap you in. Yes. I think this one's going to need glue to stay in, but let's check it out. Okay, yeah. Oh boy, look at all those fun details on that face. A face only a mother could love. Kind of a crypt keeper. So this one definitely looks like a specter. Very spectery. Spectral glands. All right. So yeah, this is the Nosferatu looking vampire. Ooh. So if you were playing Vampire the Masquerade, this might be a good set for you too. I don't know if you guys get into that White Wolf stuff. But I think it's White Wolf. Isn't that White Wolf that makes that stuff? Okay, I'm going to pause it again. I'm letting it run again. All right, the next bag of goodies. Sitting loose in the bag. I feel so alone. I'm going to end up a big old pile of them bones. Reaper Bones, the Bones pile. Oh boy. And you always need a pile of bones. You can use these in any dungeon. It doesn't just have to be a creepy dungeon. People die in dungeons. That's the whole point. All right, this one goes right along with another set they did for Bones 4. The one with the swamp. I forget the name of it, but definitely the same sort of style. Very cool. Definitely got a Bones theme to this bag of bones. So. Yep, and they are in Bones Black, as you'll recall. All right, we got off the bones, and now we're on the Vampire, the vampire. kick. I want to suck something. Alright, what you got here are two separate pieces, but maybe they could go together. Oh, you a vampire? You look like a vampire. Yep, definitely looks like a vampire. My guy comes in two separate pieces. Oh boy. Oh, some kind of nasty ghoulie. With armor. Fun. Choppy. This is the Executioner. Oh boy. Some sort of skeletal warrior. Alright. Got your jaw broke, huh, bro? Yeah, keep mounting. So I like to think stuff like this, some great hero wanted to come in and show their worth and got killed and they're being repurposed, so to speak. Oh yeah, that's why they got all that nice gear. They're just adventurers. Although it could be noblemen, you know, who've given themselves over to their vampire lords. You could do a whole lore thing. Also, if you're playing a necromancer, which some people do, all this stuff would be kind of useful if it's got bones involved. Alright, it's the last bag of goodies. Alright, speaking of necromancers, there we go. If you have a PC necromancer, this could be the mini for you. Female. This one took me a second to figure out because of the translucent nature, but it goes like this. Bloop. Boom. And it's another non-corporal or wraithy looking undead. That may be our last non-corporeal creature in this set. How sad. Alright. Here's another skeleton. Ooh, Jack, we'll call him. Oh, we got a nasty crossbowman. And another crossbowman. I wonder how he died. Oh boy, another archer. Here's the last delicious item. Alright, it's a vampire hybrid bat form. There's some cleanup on this one I'm seeing. Especially on the head. But definitely a cool mini. Yep, there's some cleanup. Yeah, wow. Lots of cleanup there, it looks like. Okay, I don't know what that is. Maybe, oh no, maybe that's supposed to be fur. I don't know, it's kind of jankety looking, honestly. But, well, it probably looks good with paint on it, you know what I mean? Like some things, you know, you look at them and you're like, and then you paint it and it's like, oh, okay. But there you go, and then you got these nice little frillies on a little base. Alright. Pause. Alright, so final thoughts. Yeah, so far, I like that set. Probably one of my favorite box sets they've ever come out with, honestly. $50 is a pretty steep price tag. But on that set, I'm not going to complain. I'm, you know, really, as far as retail goes, it's a good deal. But I mean, it's just that those of us have been doing this for a while, and we get it, man. There was massive inflation, so I get it. I don't want to keep bringing it up, but at least this set, I saw a lot of practical use for all the minis. I don't think you can go wrong with this one. This one is actually, there's been a few really good ones, and that's one of them. This one's probably the best one as far as practical, useful minis that are not. Everything looked nice. I liked it. So good job, Reaper. But I hope you guys find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it, tell me why in the comments. Thanks, and goodbye.